Hello aspirants, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic for topic Decodified discussion is the Sagar Parikrama phase 3rd. We will see why in news, what is Sagar Parikrama, what are the objectives of Sagar Parikrama, what is the significance, what is the status of Indian fishery sector, then what are the other initiatives for protection of these Indian fisheries sectors, what are the challenges which this sector faces, what is the way forward. Then we will come to our today's prelims practice question and the mains practice question as usual. Why in news? On 19th February 2023, the Union Minister of the Fisheries launched Sagar Parikrama phase 3rd. Phase 3 starts from Hazira Port, Gujarat and continues towards the coastline of Maharashtra at Satpati, Vasai, Versova and Parikrama will end at Sason Dock, Mumbai. Phase 1 it was organized in Gujarat and phase 2 it covered Mangrove to Veraval and ended at Mool Dwarka and from Mool Dwarka to Madhwad. You have to note here that the Kisan credit cards were distributed to the fishers and the fishers family. What is Sagar Parikrama? Sagar Parikrama is an initiative of Government of India in the sea across the coastal belt demonstrating solidarity with all fisher folk, fish farmers and concerned stakeholders as a spirit of 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. While the initiative had been planned to be organized in all states and union territories which have a coastline, Gujarat was the first state as the part of this program. The goal was to visit fishing harbors, landing places and fishing points all around the nation rather than just ports, to create fishing village cadre equivalent to the vibrant village cadre, to examine the circumstances in such villages, determine the fisher communities' aspirations and bridge the gap between their aspirations and their realities. What are the objectives of Sagar Parikrama? To resolve the issues of the fishers and other stakeholders, facilitate their economic upliftment through various fisheries schemes and programs being implemented by the Government of India such as PMMSY, to focus on sustainable balance between the utilization of marine fisheries resources for the food security of the nation and livelihoods of coastal fisher communities, sustainable balance between using marine fisheries resources for the country's food security, coastal fishing communities, livelihoods and bridging the gaps of the fishing communities. What is the significance? The economy, security and the livelihoods of the coastal states of India are very much dependent on the ocean or the sea. The nation has 8,118 km long coastline that spans 9 maritime states and 4 union territories, giving livelihood support to lakhs of coastal fishermen. It will concentrate on achieving a long-term sustainable balance between the country's food security and the livelihoods of the coastal fisher people, as well as the conservation of marine ecosystems. The program will help in establishing direct interaction with the fisher community, understanding their problems and understanding issues related to the coastal areas. This would add to efforts of sustainable development of coastal areas and communities. It will also help India in achieving different sustainable development goals. What is the status of Indian fisheries sector? India is the world's second largest aquaculture producer of fish. India is the fourth largest exporter of fish in the world and it contributes to 7.7% or around 8% to the global fish production. Also, India ranks first in the inland capture fish production and third in the overall fish production in the world. Now, over 2.8 crore people in this nation rely on this sector for their livelihood. Nonetheless, this is an industry with a lot of untapped potential. The value of fishers exports stood at INR 57,586.48 crores. The sector shows a steady growth rate in the gross value added, accounting for 6.72 share of agriculture gross domestic product and contributing to about 17% of the agricultural exports. According to the economic survey of 2021-22, the fishing industry has had a double-digit average annual growth of 10.87% since 14-15, with peak fish production of 145 lakh tons in 2021. Initiatives related to the fisheries sector. There is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, Park-based scheme, and the Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development Fund. What are the challenges with the Indian fisheries sector? There is lack of infrastructure. The fisheries sector in India lacks adequate infrastructure such as cold storage, processing facilities, and transportation, which results in post-harvest losses and limits access to higher valuable markets. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing is a significant problem in India's fishery sector, and it often goes undetected. Then there is threat of climate change, increasing cyclones near the Indian coast, limited access to the credit. Small scale fishers in India often struggle to access credit, which hinders their ability to invest in their businesses and improve their livelihood. But under this project Sagar Parikrama, Kisan credit card have been distributed. What is the way forward? The government can encourage sustainable fishing practices such as promoting responsible fishing techniques and setting quotas and restrictions to prevent overfishing. This will ensure the longevity of the fish stocks and protect the livelihoods of the fishermen. The government should strengthen regulations to combat illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. This can include measures such as satellite monitoring of fishing boats and penalties for the violators. Investment in infrastructure such as cold storage facilities, processing plants, and transportation will surely improve the quality of fish produce and reduce the post-harvest losses. Now we will come to our today's prelims practice question. I have already discussed this question with you in a previous video. You can pause the video, try to answer. You can type the answer in the comment section as well. Now we will come to our today's mains practice question, that define the blue revolution, explain the problems and strategies for pisciculture development in India. This question came in the year 2018. This was all about the video. Stay tuned. Have a nice day.